Let's talk about systematic racism. There we go. Systematic racism. A lot of people like, it was you. It was your fault. You did it. You the reason why. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's systematic racism. You ain't get the job because you ain't qualified. No, that was systematic racism. You didn't get the apartment because you ain't shit. No, that was systematic racism. Oh, they don't even want to help you no more. Yeah, systematic racism. All right, so let's say, for instance, if I go to a staffing agency, right? It's a green person sitting behind a desk that has a bias against everyone else that's not green. You just put a color on it, however you want to call it. Guess what's gonna happen? You that's not green is not gonna get the position because they looking out for their green people. You see? That's systematic racism. Watch this. You go to court. All of a sudden, you happen to go to the clerk's office. And because you're not a green person, and you get in the line, and you submit all your papers, you got the wrong papers. And you might missing the one document or so. You go back, get all the other papers. The other papers was right. Instead of them helping you out, right? Since you're not green, if you was green, I'm gonna get those documents from you. I'll make it okay? I'm gonna expedite this. It's supposed to have been turned in yesterday, but don't act like it was here 3 days ago. Systematic racism, you see. I go to a car dealership, right? I could afford anything on the lot. Since I'm not green, they made the prices higher. Systematic racism. I go to the supermarket. The clerk got an attitude with me. Security! Security! We don't want him in the store no more. What did he do? He offended me. Systematic racism. You go to the bank. You been being good? Why are you asking me them type of questions? Because I think you a bad guy. That's some systematic racism shit right there. I'm at the stoplight. Since I'm not green, the motherfucker ran the light down. That motherfucking goddamn ran me off the road. If I was green, they probably wouldn't did that. That's systematic racism too. Systematic racism is really based in systems. You hear me? Not the damn stoplight. That was just me stretching. In systems. You feel me? We call it red taping. You hear me? You get past one barrier, they put up another one. Put up another one, another one, pop up. Because of your color. Not the character, the content of your character, none of those type of things. You dig? It's all around. Just pay attention to it and don't get mad at other people that's having these systematic racism blocks. And all of a sudden you say, you just gotta pull your boots up. Or you acting like they're not doing enough to do what they actually need to be done. Sometimes systematic racism can be slowing their processes down. And they don't need you busting their balls because you think they just that damn lazy when they got some systematic racism going on that's stopping them. Right? So in those processes, we just have to build. You know? Relationships. I go to the bank and I like to speak to the managers. You know? Because I got a unique name. So when I talk to the managers, I could be all the way on the other side. I could be in New York somewhere. Having to lose my debit cards. It happens before. It happens a lot with me. And I get on the telephone, since I got that relationship with that manager, I can get some cards expedited. You dig what I'm saying? Faster. Versus going through a 1-800 numbers. Because I built that relationship. Let's say, for instance, supermarkets. I build relationships. Everywhere I go, I build relationships. Good ones too. If they racist, don't even try to be friends with them. Just stop it. So don't try to overwin nobody with your kindness. Just be kind. If they don't like you, they don't like you. You don't like them for whatever reason. You don't like them. That's your prerogative. It's okay. It's okay to be like that, but don't be racist. Because I don't know how to be racist. I just don't. I don't. That's why I don't get that. A more qualified individual, you got the job. I like working with all type of people. I like working in some fields. I like working with Mexicans because they don't be fucking around. Shit, so not all of them. We got some jack off Mexicans too. I'm talking about the ones that I like to work with, the ones that get it in. Some lazy ass Mexicans too. Don't you ever forget that. Some lazy black motherfuckers, some lazy Mexicans, some lazy white motherfuckers. I'm talking about sometimes in certain fields. And I had to choose within which team I work with. Like if I was playing soccer, I'd rather play soccer with some motherfuckers that play soccer. I'd rather play basketball with motherfuckers that play basketball. I'm not being racist. It's just they kind of excel in those sports. So same way in those job fields, like I'm doing drywall. I like to work with the Mexicans because they know how to get it in. Some black motherfuckers too. Some white motherfuckers too. But they come with attitude. You dig what I'm saying? Fuck getting the job done. They want to have attitude. Because all of a sudden they know everything. White motherfuckers too. As soon as you start doing better than all of them, they start saying your job is sloppy. That's some racist ass shit. Just congratulate. You did a good job. I know I do it. Like, damn, man, that was a great job right there, brother. I like that. Regardless of what color you is. I just don't know how to be racist. I got a white grandmother. I mean, she ain't my grandmother. My granddaddy had 2 wives, right? You got a black wife, and you got a white wife. So I got mixed aunties, and I got black aunties. The point I'm trying to make is, even if that wasn't the case, I had white teachers, I had black teachers, I had Hispanic teachers, and I never thought of even wanting to be mean to or thinking differently about them based on the color of their skin or their ethnic background. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't know I don't know what racism is. You dig? But it's a lot of systematic racism that's going on. And that's that part.